It appears that the Chaos Brigade has been taking out our numbers and forces, Sir Zex said, as currently the three great factions were meeting. I agree, said Michael. Then Michael began to say, we should do something about it. We should stop them from what they're doing, from their plans. Then Azazel said, what are they planning on doing? As Sir Zex also said the same thing. As Michael then said, I was watching from heaven through the globe of the earth on the heaven. I was watching the plan of the Chaos Brigade. They were planning on sacrificing. The reason why they took out all of their generals is because they planned on something much sinister. They plan on something that will affect the entire world itself. Then Sir Zex says, what is this so-called plan they plan to do? As then Michael says, they plan on using blood sacrifices to summon the beast of the apocalypse. As Sir Zex and Azazel's eyes widened, what? No, this can't be. No, if he's released onto the earth, his power will be able to destroy the entire world. No, we have to put a stop to this, Sir Zex said, as he hit his table, his desk. Then Michael said, they plan on sacrificing the souls of the humans, the angels, the fallen angels, the devils, the yokai. They plan on sacrificing their blood and the very souls of them to summon the beast of the apocalypse, because the beast of the apocalypse was sealed in an alternate dimension. Flashback, the great holy war, the great war between the three factions against the angels, devils, and fallen angels. Before the battle between Issei and Great Red, the beast of the apocalypse has been released upon the earth. And when God saw this, he felt his power throughout the entire planet itself. He felt the power of this beast. And he was scared of what this beast can do to the planet. He didn't want his people to die. He didn't want his creation to die. So he decided, with the power of him and his angels, to seal off the beast in an alternate dimension that he created, to seal him off, to hold him off for at least millennia. Because God knew. He knew that this seal wouldn't hold the beast forever. It wouldn't hold him for all of eternity. The best this can do is hold him off for a few millennia. So the earth should be safe for now. But then in the later future, God planned to have a different plan in the future. To seal off this beast. Because he didn't have the power. If he wanted to seal this beast off for all of eternity, he would need like the power of a dragon god to do it. And he didn't have that type of power. So he sealed the beast off in an alternate dimension. As the beast hated God. As he cursed his name. As he said, you will regret sealing me in this alternate dimension. As the beast shot hatred in the manifestation of power towards God, but he was sealed away. So God didn't feel the power of the beast. So yeah, that was... So out of the flashback now, as Sir Zex says, that explains why they are trying to. It explains why they're killing all of our generals, our top generals, and our other military assets, military units. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, said Azazel. Then Michael said, Azazel and Sir Zex, I want you to inform all of your race about this. And I'll even get help from the yokais. And inform them about what's going on. Because we also need to charge in our manpower. And we might even need the help of a dragon god. Because Orpheus is there too. Orpheus alone has the power to destroy this very universe. But it appears she hasn't used her power all. Trying to seal Orpheus is impossible. But sealing the great beast is possible. As Sir Zex then said, Michael then said, try your best to inform all of your whole race to prepare for battle. Because we are going to destroy the Chaos Brigade and seal that beast off for more than millennia now. For at least 100 millennia. And I'll even try and get a dragon god's help. Because if I get a help of a dragon god, if I get help from a dragon god, I would be able to seal this beast off for all of eternity. We would be able to have sealed this beast off for all of eternity. Not even all of eternity. We can erase the very beast from existence, Michael says. As Sir Zex and Azazel nods. Meanwhile, Sir Zex, as he was in the Devil Mansion, as he went up to Graphia and said, I would like to announce something. I would like to announce something throughout the entire hell, to the entire underworld, and also bring Rias to all of the devil race needs to hear it. And I would also like to use your magic to broadcast my voice across the entire underworld, said Sir Zex to Graphia. As Sir Zex says, why do you need Rias? Why do you need Rias here? And why do you need to broadcast your voice to the entire underworld? As Sir Zex says, because I fear for the worst. There is a threat that will come and destroy everything. And that threat, and you might already recognize him from the pre-Holy War. It was the beast of the apocalypse. As when Graphia heard this name, her eyes had widened. She was in absolute fear. Fear enveloped her as her legs were shaken. As before the Great Holy War, she had felt the power the beast was emanating with his pure aura alone. As Graphia was asking Sir Zex, are you sure we can defeat a being such as that caliber? A being that's able to destroy the planet itself. Do you think we're able to defeat a being of that caliber? No, not alone. Alone-wise, if we were fighting it alone, no, we wouldn't be able to beat that being at all. We wouldn't even have a chance. We wouldn't even fathom 1% of his power. But if we team up with the other factions, we might have a chance to beat him. Beat the beast of the apocalypse. We might have a chance to save this world. We might have a chance to seal him off. Because surely we can't kill him unless if we have a dragon god on our side. Unless if we convince a dragon god to help us kill him. As then Graphia used her magic circle, and this appeared. As Graphia also put a spell on Sir Zex that would broadcast his voice. As Sir Zex went outside of his castle and says, "All the inhabitants of the underworld, I have a very important warning for all of you." As the people in the underworld were surprised, what is going on? Their king has rarely come out to talk to them at all, so something big must be really happening, as the regular common devils said. As Sir Zex says, there is a threat, there is a beast, the beast of the apocalypse. Not everybody knows about the beast of the apocalypse, only some knew. But when the high-class devils heard this, they were in fear. Their legs were literally shaking. As Sir Zex says, the beast of the apocalypse has broken. His seal hasn't been broken yet, but his seal is almost broken. His seal is almost broken. So I'm gonna need you guys to charge up your battle gears. Charge up your mana. I want you guys to be at peak performance, because if we lose this battle, our race is going to be extinct. All the races are going to be extinct. This being is such on a different level, so mighty that we even had to ask the other factions for help. We need the help of all the other factions we can get to defeat this great beast of annihilation. As when the devils heard of the power that this beast wielded, they were in fear. But meanwhile, with Graphia in the ORC, it was just a normal morning. Wait, no, not with Graphia. As the devils realized, Sir Zex basically declared war on this beast thing. So they had to be prepared, the troops had to be prepared. They would have to be at peak level training. They would have to train to their peak potential. Peak enough to be at the limits of the devil body and the devil soul. As meanwhile with Graphia, as it was a normal day for the ORC, as they thought that today was going to be a chill day. There was no stray devils, none of that, no Cocaville, no peace-ending threats at all. But then Graphia appeared as a white magic circle appeared in the Grimoire household, the ORC. As Rias recognized the magic circle and knew it was Graphia, as Rias questioned, "What is Graphia doing here?" So was the others. They also questioned, "Why has Graphia appeared?" As then Graphia was finally transported into the ORC. As then Rias asked Graphia, went up to her and asked her, "Why are you here?" "And because you are here, my brother must have requested something my brother must have requested something from me." As Graphia says, "Correct." As then Graphia tells Rias in her peerage that we need y'all into the underworld because we are basically going at a war. As Rias' peerage and Rias were in shock, as they were in fear. "War? We're going into war?" Rias said. As Rias was in wide-eyed, "Why? How? Why are we going to war? Is there another great holy war? As Graphia said, no, Rias. It's because, matter of fact, the three great factions are teaming up in this war. It's because a great threat that can end this entire world, called the Beast of the Apocalypse, is being ready to be unsealed. His unsealing process has already been quickening up. The Beast of the Apocalypse, the one that God sealed himself with all of his power. The seal has been breaking recently. And if that beast gets released, his power alone will destroy the entire earth and all of the realms too. As Rias and her parents were in a fear of this power, as Rias had flashback when Rias was a little girl, as she was in the devil's library, and she would always read tales and stories and mythology about the great beast of the apocalypse, the beast that this very beast is Growl, had the power to shake up the entire earth, and if the beast revealed his true power, he will destroy the entire planet and all of the realms that are heaven and the underworld. As Rias, when she first read this, she wasn't really scared because she just thought it was a mere fairy tale. She didn't think that a being with this much power exists that wasn't a dragon god. But now, since Rias knows that this being is real, she is scared. She is fearful. She is shaking in her boots. As Rias was saying, how does a being like this exist? How? So Rias was in fear. And then Graphia tried to calm Rias down, so was her peerage, saying that we have the three factions on this side. On our side, we have a chance to win this war. As this kind of lightened up Rias a bit, but she still had fear, as Graphia then teleported the ORC to the underworld. As then they were right next to Sir Zex. As then Graphia cancels out the voice amplifying spell. Then Sir Zex says, "Oh, it appears you have made it." That's when Sir Zex was talking. And like the underworld time, like 24 hours is 24 hours is like 1 minute in the human world. 24 hours in the underworld is like a minute. So 24 hours has gone by. Every devil's already in their battle gear. Some were never, some weren't. As it ranged from low tier devils to high tier devils. As Rias said, this is it. Onesan. Yeah, I'm not saying that again, but I just feel cringe saying that. This is it, big brother. Guess we're gonna have to fight in the war. Yes. Yes, you are, Sir Zex says, as he was holding his sister in his hands. Praying that she wouldn't die. Even though it hurt him to pray, but he would pray that she wouldn't die. That's how much he loved her. Even though it gave him constant migraines because he's a devil. But yeah, time skip. It appears that we have our troops ready to fight the Chaos Brigade. As then Azazel says, yes, I've already have my fallen angels ready to defeat them. As Sir Zek says, so do I. I also have I also have my troops ready up. As then Michael says, good, now let's march on. Let's march to the human world and defeat the beast of the apocalypse. Cause he's most likely gonna be summoned there. Cause he was sealed when he was in the human world. So he's most likely gonna be summoned in the human world. As everyone nodded. And that will be the end of this what if, because I feel like ending it off here. I could end it off longer, but yeah. So enjoy. I will be making What If Issei Was a Dragon God part. I forgot how many parts I'm in, but I'll make the next part tomorrow. Bye. Jana. Yeah, I watched too much Jujutsu Kaisen.